see here. It's been about a week since I left off due to getting sick, which isn't a big surprise since I was having a stuffy nose issues and whatnot last time. Oh god, that actually overrode that. Yeah, let's update that title. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely a little bit better of a title. Testing. Alright, audio's good. We're good. Open that back up. Let's see. If memory serves, at the end of last time, we actually found my girlfriend who had been murdered in the elevator. A place I constantly have to do weird things to get in because of all the Lovecraftian crap. And this girl, despite dealing with all that crap, she's managing to survive here. So, let's pick up from where we left off. Alright. Dr. Frugeli prescribed me the same pills. Kate, do you take pills too? I went to Dr. Frugeli's therapy. My father did too. But it did us no good. You can't defeat this house so easily. I'm beginning to think that it's the doctor's fault. Well, I actually always thought it was. Kate is interested in music, and our tastes are so alike. Yeah, he's found a new girlfriend. Kate and her father. I've never thought that a serial murderer could look like that. What could have changed him so much? I'm betting it's the pills. The pills drove someone mad. All these creepy things in our house. Could they actually be real? Am I experiencing the same thing as her father? Yeah, probably. His face looks familiar. Wait a second. The medallion, it can't be. Kate, what was your father's name? His name is Alex. What about it? Kate, I saw your father. What? Is he still alive? Not quite. Can you please explain? I want the whole truth, no matter how painful it is. I saw your father's diary in one of the apartments. He wrote about him turning into a monster and loving you, even if it was the last thing he could write. Are you telling me he was close to me the whole time, here in this house? I could help him, save him. Where is he now? Calm down, Kate. I don't think you can help him anymore. He probably became a monster. I could only find his medallion. I want revenge. I want to pay back to this house and whatever hides in here. Do you want to destroy this place, like in an action movie? We could try, but we need to evacuate everyone we can. Yeah. She's got quite the rational thinking going on. Let's see. Board with notches. Kate has been collecting these for a while. Looks like the house always has certain incidents. Whatever happened to her father is far from the only case, and probably all of them involve pills. It was just the most publicly known one. Alright, let's see. So many sleepless nights. Let's check what's on our computer. Did she delete her browsing history? Did she delete it? Collection on Bobbin. He was also living in the house. Day 1. Hey people, today I've moved to the most creepy house in our city. Killer ghosts, you name it. I'm going to post daily, show you guys what's going on. Nothing creepy so far, besides dirt and crazy neighbors. I don't believe in all that otherworldly stuff, but I am prepared to face it. To keep my mind in order, I've requested help from the super psychotherapist of our city, Dr. Frudgelia himself. Why do these people all just trust him? He's clearly the bad guy here. Day 2. Hi, everyone. Today I could barely get up from the bed. I'm feeling awful. I feel pressure from the walls. Yeah, it's probably because you were taking those pills. I've heard voices during the night. But it could be just pipes or something. And I'm really afraid of the elevator. Yeah, the elevator's pretty bad. All the crazy things I've done just to get back on it. Frudgelia says it's auto-hypnosis based on self-induced negative thoughts. The fear only lives within my head. Day 3, I can't do it anymore. Please help me. No more posts at all. What happened to this guy? Oh, time to ask her. What if it's just a weird series of coincidences? All these cases look too similar to be a coincidence. My father, me, the Splagger guy. All of us felt the same. You too can see these nightmares. You said it yourself. Maybe Nika could see them too. Too many coincidences. We need to get out of here. I can feel the house getting stronger. It's only a matter of time before it consumes us just like it did with my father. How do we get out? We can't go through the windows. Monsters are waiting behind the door. We can jump out. I looked in the window. It's an infinite skyscraper. I'm not jumping down there. Don't worry. I tried it myself, jumped in despair, and ended up in the street. That's how I'm buying stuff in the shop, and it works fast. Are you kidding me? No, I'm trying to make the best of this situation. It's impossible. Can you still get surprised by this house? Anything can happen in this reality. What if you just want to get rid of me? It's your choice to believe me or not. If you can't, feel free to try the elevator. I guess I have to believe you, because that elevator's not helping me at all. It's saving my butt from some stuff, but it's not helping me get out. I guess it's time to mess around with the window. Jump out the window, look around some more. Alright. Well, did it actually work? Looks like it might have worked.
Frugela's clinic is famous in this city. The design is awful, though. I wouldn't want to get treatment here.
Yeah, you're probably the only smart person, Mr. Detective. I guess that's why you're the detective. You don't want to get treated here.
Good evening. My name is Adam Trust. I'm a private detective. I'd like to talk to Dr. Frugela. I recently made a call. Got here as fast as I could.
Dr. Frudgelia is expecting you, Adam. Please come to the main hall. Peculiar illustration. I feel an urge to talk already. I can't touch Frugelia's things when he's around. Doctor seems pretty self-obsessed to put such a large painting of himself in the office. I can't touch his things when he's around. Impressive list of achievements. I can't touch his things when he's around. Yeah, calling him up was probably the bad idea. Doctor, I'm afraid to tell you that Nika Gortez is dead. We just found the body. The case is being investigated. Oh my god, you have my fullest assistance, Detective. But please mind medical secrets. I cannot disclose any private conversations with my patients to you. Very well, I'll just ask some general questions. Alright, you worked with both Nika and Alex. Yes, they did have some issues in their relationship. I imagine it's mostly due to losing their jobs. Did Alex always have certain outbursts of aggression? He was only aggressive towards me. I'm afraid he didn't think much of my unique method of therapy. With Nika, however, he had always been very calm and polite. Where you been the past 3 hours? I've been in my clinic at first. 2 hours ago I went out for dinner. Then I've returned shortly before your visit. Can someone in the cafe confirm your words? If you're talking about an alibi, I have none. I had dinner at home this time around, and I'm taking my document folders with me. Did you work with any of the other inhabitants of house number 9? I've worked with many inhabitants of this house. I've spent a lot of time with Kate and Alex Bennett. I had a session of therapy with the cleaning lady Zina Ribbles. But it looks like she can't afford my services anymore, so we haven't met again. The local blogger Robin visited me too, although I feel like he was just gathering information to make some new posts. Maybe there was someone else I just can't recall, Detective. Huh? Well, let's see what his therapy sessions were like. I'm conducting brain stimulation therapy with my own patented device. Causes the neuromodulation of brain activity, but I doubt it will explain too much to you. Oh! It might not have been just the pills. It's fucking shock therapy. Holy crap. This guy's messed up. Can I have a look at the device? I apologize, but I have to refuse you. It's secret technology, and I'm only willing to disclose it if you have a search warrant. Do you find it weird that your clients become involved with crime so often? Does it have something to do with your therapy sessions? Detective, people only seek my services if they have some issues. You can't hold me responsible for what they did or what they do. I'm trying to help them to my fullest capacity. My butt medicine is not perfect. People with psychological problems come to me to get help. My therapy sessions can do them no harm, I assure you. Alright. Patient number 29 needs help. It's urgent. Please come to cabinet 15. Adam, dear, I must leave you alone for a moment. Please wait for me here. I'll come back and we'll continue talking. Wait, what? He's either a fool to leave me alone here, or he's very certain I won't find anything vindictive. Pretty sure it's the latter. I need to look around very carefully. My intuition tells me he's hiding something. Yeah, let's do a save. Let's check the briefcase. What do we have here? Wall with some money and a family photo. Frugel's daughter looks ill. I imagine he wants to help her. Frugel is a very talented doctor. If someone could ever do it, it's him. There's a key card. Well, let's see here. Ooh. An exemplary family man. This can serve as a good cover-up story for him. Medal of Merit in Brain Research. Frugel is a genius psychotherapist, but genius often akin to insanity. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think I have the information needed to solve that just yet. I hate this particular test. I never see anything besides ink blots. Patient records. All residents of house number 9 are prescribed fairly strong antidepressants, antipsychotics, tranquilizers. Naturally, it's the side effect of a severe migraine, which had to be stopped with panophenum. Why such a killer drug cocktail? Were patients really that sick to warrant it? One of the marks says the drug of my own design. This document has data on Nika. Let's see different values. Light responsiveness, reflexes, and here's Frugel's report. Due to the combination of drugs and sessions with my personal device, it was impossible to achieve an increase in brain activity. The patient notes an improvement in memory and learning ability. Yeah, he's He's definitely doing experiments. Brain expansion experiments. This is reminding me of Bloodborne. Where the brainy people were all about expanding their minds, getting eyes on their brains to see all that Eldritch nonsense. Which seems to carry over here a little bit. However, the patient complains about hallucinations again. I need to either prescribe a larger dose of the drug or change its composition. It's dangerous to continue the therapy in its current state. I thought I have found the right combination, but it seems like I'll have to start all over again. Frigeli administered his own drug to his patients, but why only inhabitants of house number 9? According to the records of other patients, they were treated by standard protocols. Chloe Frigel, her condition is far from the best. Supportive therapy is the only thing letting her hold on to living for the past years, but this cannot last forever. I'm afraid... Oh, there's a hand-drawn picture. At least I can see that genius Dr. Frigeli is still a human like the rest of us. This watch has stopped working. It shows 1408. Why didn't he repair it? It looks too expensive to throw away. Huh. Something tells me he's doing it for his daughter's sake. Alright. Let's open up the notepad. 14. Oh, wait. That's something to note. Let's see what's over here. Door is closed tight. Frugeli prepared for my visit. I can only see the bed and various devices from here. And I can't tell a thing about them. Damn, I'm sure there's something important in here. Let's see. Oh, I've done everything here, so... Let's see. Anything else of particular note? Alright. Let's see here. Yeah, 1408 was just that little simple thing. I was honestly expecting it to be a little bit more difficult than that, especially with the large text blurb they threw out. Mail is always the first thing to be checked. Jessica, I need a list of the residents of House 9 after a couple of crimes. This house has always been a source of rumors. It's a good subject for my experiments. For the purity of research, all patients must be in the same environment. Please send a courier to put out leaflets in the mailboxes of House 9. It may be connected with my case. I need to check these experiments in more detail. I wonder if checking here again. Let's see. Let's see here. Anything else of note? Well, that's it from that. Well, I can't go out. There's got to be something I'm overlooking here. Actually, wait. Oh, wait, yeah. Probably use the key card on that. I forgot about having that item. I feel like a little dense. Lots of levers and indicators. I can only guess that it serves to record brain activity. Psychiatry is not my forte. Beads. These beads are similar to the ones I found by Nika's body. She did visit this place, but when did that happen? Interesting. Patient list. Frugal's therapy session records. Where are they scattered on the floor? The hallucinogenic effect is weak. Brain activity did not have a significant increase. Pupil reacts to light as usual. The patient asks too many questions. She may be suspecting something. Nika is starting to realize she's being experimented on. Looks like a motive for murder. Frugalli doesn't have an alibi. Guess I have another suspect. Let's look at Alex's records. We do not observe the hallucinogenic effects. Brain activity had multiplied. The pupils react to light faster than usual. Additionally, the indicators are similar to the values of Alex Bennett. The lack of hallucinations paired with such brain activity is unusual. Further examination is in order. Frugalli studied the brain activity of his patients. Did they about it? There's just once more record. Alex Bennett sounds familiar, yes. I think there was a little bit of a mistranslation in there. That was kind of hard to say. I still haven't achieved any info on him from the archive, and I missed a sentence because it automatically scrolled through it. The brain activity has increased tenfold, but the patient's stability leaves much to be desired. The brain creates a new reality, yet cannot withstand it. Hallucinations are not your usual visual and auditory kind, but tactile as well. Ooh. A person completely rebuilds the world around him. Maybe he can even believe his death. This is extremely interesting. I cannot interrupt the experiment, not when I am so close to witnessing the peak brain activity. Looks like Kate's father went crazy. When the hell am I gonna getting the data from the secret archive? After this case solved, most likely. Damn this bureaucracy. Maybe Alex is suffering the same thing. Maybe he's also living in an imaginary world where Nika is dangerous. Did he kill her in a fit of insanity? I need to find more clues. Alex is not the only possible murderer. Let's see the jars and drugs. Leave it in its place. There's blood on the sink. He didn't do the safest treatments here, but there was not a single complaint. Alright, let's see what the pill is. I'll take a blood sample, but I doubt the results will arrive as soon as I'd like. Jessica, everything is under control. Changes drip twice a day. Frugalli is close. I have to go back. Dear Adam, I hope you haven't been too bored here without me. I'm sorry for my lengthy absence. Do you still have any questions for me, Detective? When was the last time Nika attended your therapy? Just a little over a week ago. Did you meet her after the last session? I'm afraid not. She had an appointment for tomorrow. I feel sorry for her. Did you have any issues with your patients recently? Maybe some injuries or breakdowns? Emergencies happen. It's unavoidable. You can witness it today, but believe me, my friend, my therapy sessions can never hurt my patients. We didn't have any extraordinary situations for a few years at least. I don't have any more questions today. I have your business card. If I remember anything, I'll give you a call.
I can't accuse Frugilla right now. Not enough evidence. Any attorney worth his money will refute my claims in a minute.
Yeah. Need better evidence. Sample of Alex's blood. He thinks the blood is from Adam. Well, Alex, my bad. Must question Lilia, then go back to this police station. I got the voices mixed up. No. Holy crap. Oh, you're alright? Did you get hurt? I'm alright, but we can't go far away. The path is blocked. We can only be free if we destroy this house. Do we have a plan? I'm a guru of horror movies, not action movies. I have a plan to burn everything, find gasoline, lots of it, burn this goddamn place to ashes. What about the neighbors? I get you're furious, but isn't this going too far? Turn on the alarm, the neighbors will walk out of the building and won't be hurt. Although it got turned off due to false alarms a couple days ago. You could turn it on in the control room. Gotcha, solid plan. Looks fail-proof. Probably not fail-proof. Well, I'm starting to like Kate. The last I got some balls. Well, I think she's a psycho. Hey, bro, look, listen. Why bother with the alarm? Those neighbors aren't nice people to begin with. Why bother being nice to them? You should never consider this, Alex. I mean, remember this never-ending drilling, garbage all over the entrance, drunk fights, screaming? Remember how you wish so all these annoying pricks will die? We could do just that. You're not a murderer. I'm having a crisis of conscience. You're not a murderer if nobody knows. He's right, but that doesn't make that a right choice. Alright, let's see here. I need a container for gasoline and a drain hose. Oh god, those are pigeons? Yeah, I guess that makes a lot of sense. Coo the hell away from here or I'll bite you. Coo the way. Let's see here. Oh, that's how I get back in? Oh god. A corpse. Don't scare me like that. I remember seeing such a flower. So that's who planted it in the house entrance. Guy wanted to make this place a little bit better. Too bad I didn't make it in time to thank him. Yeah, I probably need to search up here for the safe. The monsters wait for me behind the door. Abyss waits for me behind the window. What should I do? There's no way out. No choice. I can feel something reaching out from my head. Anyone who finds this note, run away while you can. I used my chainsaw to hold monsters back. But it's almost out of charge. I hid here and stored the chainsaw in the safe. Hope monsters won't get their hands on it. If you are human, please take it. Monsters shouldn't be able to read, am I right? Safe code is 6897. I hope you'll get luckier than I did, friend. Oh, dude, I didn't make it in time to help you. This is the guy. And you helped me even after dying. Huh. I could have saved him if I acted a bit earlier. This goddamn house. Hey, it's not the house's fault. I have a feeling that this, like, Project ID version and crap is a bug. But I got a weapon of power here. A super chainsaw. A bolt cutter. Time to get out. The company of a hangman is stressful at least. Okay, let's see. I thought it's going to end if I kill myself. Oh, I was so wrong. Cuckoo. Oh, that's probably the guy who hanged himself. I've moved out, but the house still reaches me still. I went to the other side of the country. I saved myself. I dealt with all of it. It's not fair. Holy crap. That reaches far. Alright, let's see here. Like all that blood in the floor. Destroy, kill, save us all. Okay, that's a bolt cutter thing, but I'll take a look at it later. Let's see here. Certainly looks like the fuse is blown. Doesn't work, no power. What could I do to replace the fuse? I'm a horror movie guru. I know there is always a fuse that needs replaced. What I don't know is why I didn't need to replace any fuses yet. That's some low quality horror movie I ended up in. Yeah, that's a lot. Dude, just forget about it. Helping these neighbors. The guy who never said a good word to anyone in their life. Be above the pettiness, Alex. Recommends to no man evil for evil. Make this world a little bit better. Yeah. I'm gonna make the world a better place. But I have a feeling that I'm gonna need a chainsaw. I need to turn on the lights. Where's the goddamn light switch? Oh god. so huge, at least it doesn't want to attack me first. It's probably a boiler or something. Lighter. Paper. Empty space. I could put something in there. I don't think I could get past that giant bloody meatball. Sprinkler system. This system reacts to smoke. It can't be activated manually. I can't reach it from here. I'm guessing I can use the chainsaw on the meatball. But that's gonna kill it. And it's probably not a bad thing. So let's see about the smoke starting the sprinkler system. It's probably the best thing. Ew, disgusting. I don't think I can get past the bloody meatball. Huh. Let's try throwing a rock at it. Oh, wait. Ooh. Rock to that. It's gonna get electrocuted, isn't it? And I think he's not dangerous anymore, and I don't know if I'm not sure if I did a bad thing or not. I'm gonna load just in case. Alright, no, that's alright. Let's double check to see if I had other options available. Beyond the chainsaw. And what happens if I rock throw now? Oh. Well, yeah. The only other option is to fucking chainsaw it, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the bad way. And I'm not gonna chainsaw him. Actually... Actually, you know what? Yeah. I do want to see that. Doesn't look like it'll be of use here. Okay, maybe the chainsaw wasn't something I could use on him to begin with. I'm hoping this isn't a bad thing to do. I'm hoping. Can't reach it from here, and yeah. I didn't see any fuses down there, so I'm gonna have to come back to this place, I think. Worst case scenario, I do have a fucking save point there. Alright, let's cut this chain. Let's check the storeroom. Oh, there is a fuse here. Such a strong lock for this kind of crap. Why? Let's see. What's in the cabinet? Won't open. And it's not enough space between the bars. I can't put my hand inside. So hot and stuffy in here, the fan isn't working. I think I'm going to melt. Jenny, please say the new janitor, call 999. I'll give him the briefing. And I hid the key from the cabinet so these two idiots, Bob and Stan, can't steal the equipment. This is janitor's room or uniform. Belongs to the company named Neatnik. Let's see here. Oh, I suppose I can call it. New number. Hello. Hello, I'm a new janitor. I need a key from the equipment cabinet. Which company are you from? Clean Edelweiss, Cleany. I'm a freelancer. I'm working for the Neatnik. Very well. Here's your briefing. The key from the equipment cabinet is under the locker. Is that all for the briefing? Yes, rest is self-explanatory. Neat. Neat like our company. Remember the slogan. Less talking, more working. Thank you. Goodbye. Well, that's actually a very convenient spot to put it. Can't find the key with my hand. I need a light. Voila, here's the key. Simple puzzles. Simple and effective. Ooh. Gas can hose. Such a strong lock for this kind of crap. Why? Oh. There wasn't anything in that particularly. Okay. Let's go put that fuse in there. And I'm pretty sure. Just in case. No, nobody will get hurt. Alright. That is how we move it. Time to go steal gas from a truck. Alright. Alright, let's see. Run like the wind. Oh, there's people there now. There wasn't there before if I don't remember it. Let's see. Face to face.
Good. It's time to...
Yeah, that might not be a good idea.
Wait, what are you going to do?
Wait, what are you going to do? Okay, monsters are on the attack. I have a chainsaw. I can hold them back, run. Drop the chainsaw, Alex. Don't make it work for yourself. Damn, Alex is out of his mind. Maybe he can convince him to stop. Maybe he can recognize me. Alex, please stop. Surrender to the police. You are only making it worse for yourself. You don't have a chance. The house won't let you go. Come here, you blasted monster.
Cut you to pieces.
I think I'm about to get shot and get a bad end. You left me no choice. Yeah, I think I was supposed to enter the door instead of do that. Epilogue. Well, I did have a save. Adam, dare wake up. The guests will be here at any moment. We need to set the table. No, I've been working the whole night, you know. I told you I'd wake you up. You have to stop with these all-nighters of yours. Could you bring me the tablecloth? The one we got for our wedding? Did we get a tablecloth? It was red with a yellow border, remember? You also praised it a lot. Got a little bit stuffy. Oh, I missed out on a couple texts. No. Well, at least I'm not alone. That feels good. Time to move the furniture. I can barely reach it. Need to be careful. Fragile stuff. I should dress up today. It's our anniversary. Alright. Wait, what? I need to dress up and take the tablecloth. Where's the tablecloth? What the hell? Oh, I gotcha. I moved that. It was me moving that. I thought it was more spooky crap. Adam, what took you so long? Did you forget you put the tablecloth in a Pandora's box on top of the cabinet? Knock, knock. Oh, hey, they come just at the right moment. I think we need to have another trip together. Last time we drove across half the country. It was great. Wish I had the money for it. Not everyone here is the city's most famous detective. Oh, come on. I've heard you release an album lately. Scored pretty high on musical charts. It's time to start touring the country. It's time for gifts. Happy anniversary. I'm so happy for you. Just so you know, you two have your own anniversary today. And it just so happens I have a present. Do we? We only have 4 months together. But a year since your successful treatment. I'm so happy you two are alright now. This Fruitgel guy did a really nasty thing. I was so lucky I didn't undergo his therapy. Fruitgel has killed my father and 5 of his victims. I don't want to talk about it. But the body is still missing. I don't even hope he's alive. Kate, I'm so sorry. Fruitgel is not leaving the jail for a long, long time. I took care of it. Adam, thank you once more for bringing the case to a conclusion. If it wasn't for you, I'd be in jail instead. A suspended sentence for an attempted arson and hooliganism is nothing in comparison. Well, there's also a year of treatment in the hospital. Doctors had a hard time bringing me and Kate to reality. Oh, wait, is that Alex? I mean, nobody believed I didn't kill Nika except you, and you know, you never told me how the hell did you manage all this. I think I'm ready to hear. Tell me. Yeah, I'm interested as well. We were trying so hard to forget what happened, but I think knowing the truth is for the best. Especially if it's told by the best detective in the country. Oh, Katie, enough of your flattery. I was just doing my job. So that's how it was. We have secured the girl, kept screaming like crazy. Monsters, monsters, let me free. She even bit one of our guys. Can we interrogate her? We'll let our narcology experts do their thing. She'll come back to the senses. She's going to tell us everything. Hey, Adam, you better not go home. Yo, you better go home. The case is closed. It's yet another domestic murder. I need to verify my theory. Do as you wish. Heh, this Alex dude is lucky he got away with just a scratch. Your aim is not as good as it used to be, Trust. He didn't have to die. I just wanted to scare him. Or maybe you are just getting old and sentimental. Whatever. Come by the police station when you're done. Tell us what you found on this Gotez case. I still wonder if I needed to go in the house first. I'll check out my save file in a bit. Good evening, Miss Lilia. I've arrived faster than I expected. I have some important questions for you. Come in, detective. I don't think I'll be of any help, but sure, if you insist. Sit down and I'll prepare a cup of tea for you. I need to look around while I have the chance. I saw this photo in journal once. Lily was a model before the accident. Probably a beginner model if she's living in this house. Clippings from magazines with interviews with Lilia. Her career went uphill. It's a very strong sleeping pill. Something was standing next to the photo for a while. That something was removed recently. This spot is not dusty. Oh, looks like it fits. Oh. More beads, huh? If we put them together, it's Nika and Lily. This badge belongs to Lilia. an employee of Coffee House. Wait a second. It's Nika's badge. I think I'm starting to get the whole picture. She can actually walk, I think. The window is right above the entrance. There are scratches on the windowsill. Ooh. Is Lilia owner of these 3 dogs? How can she take care of them in her condition? Let's see here. I can see chips and scratches on the table. The carpet is dirty. Is this a sign of struggle? No wonder they are still visible. Cleaning must not be easy in Lilia's current condition. Here's your tea. And what a pleasant smell. Is it cinnamon? Yes, I always add some to the tea for its aroma. Nika smelled the same. That means nothing. Better tell me what's going on before we visit the police station. I'm not a murderer. I know, please dress and tell me everything along the way. I'm so sorry for Lilia. No need to pity her, she hates that, and she's doing fine, you know. She's a model once again, a blogger, a star. Dear, could you please stop intriguing our guests? Listening to the story is hard enough for them. Don't try to make it intriguing. Come on, tell us how you solve the case, Mr. Best Detective. Adam, haven't seen you for ages. Friend, you were a bit late. We have solved the case. Alex was interrogated and it looks like he's going to jail for a long time. Don't be so fast. There are still things to be done. What, is it not enough work for us already? Did expert do the blood analysis for Nika and Alex, as I asked? Are you done studying the blood sample I've taken from Frugel's office? Yeah, check the folder on my desk. I didn't read it through. The case is clear as day. Good, I've called Frugel. He's coming here soon. Now Miss Lilia wants to testify. Adam, you know, you're lucky to be my friend, or else I'd tell you to get the hell out. Gotta wait 5 minutes. I'll make some coffee. Please sit down. So the blood in Frugel's office belongs to Nika Cortez, but the trace is not fresh. It was spilled around a week ago. Why didn't Frugel wash off the blood? Was he so sure he won't be suspected? That confirms my theory. The traces of psychotropic substances are found in the blood of both Nika and Alex. Even on a day late, and we wouldn't be able to find anything. I hope Frugel's patients can still be saved. Pile of cases. Looking at it, I can kind of get why most policemen want to get closed cases as fast as possible. Most of them are usual household crimes. Luckily, I can choose my clients and work on interesting cases. The advantage of being a detective instead of a police officer. I never thought he would keep the photo. Maybe I should meet up with him someday like good old times. I guess they were partners before. Lunch break is popular activity around here. Good old donuts. Miss Lilia, don't be afraid. Everything will be alright. Your story will help to punish the real murderer. What if they don't trust me? It's not just your words. I have evidence to back it up. I will be with you. I will help you. Thanks, Adam. I should have told everything before. Things wouldn't get so troublesome. Better late than never. Frugel is in the interrogation room. He threatens to complain to the president himself. My partner will deal with him, and for you, young lady, I'd like to hear your story. Lilia, don't be afraid. Everything will be fine. I was friends with Nika, but I couldn't keep this relationship after the accident. It looks like she felt guilty. I was substituting for her at work that day in the coffee house. She went to Frugel's therapy session, but our manager is strict and can fire you for skipping a day of work, so I was wearing her uniform and badge. Miss Lilia, could you get to the point? I want to come home on time today. I got hit by a car that evening. Rumors said it was some heartbroken fan of Nika. The police couldn't prove it anyway, and since then I'm in a wheelchair. We haven't talked with Nika afterwards. But she came to my apartment a week ago. She was in tears, scared to death. She said she keeps seeing weird things. Monsters, floating eyes everywhere. And then she attacked me. She was so aggressive, kept screaming, said I'm a monster, tried to strangle me. Luckily, I managed to knock her out and tied her afterwards. Why didn't you call the police? I was so scared, and to be honest, I thought to pay her back for it. Still, I couldn't. I kept her tied, fed her, waited until she come to her senses. In the morning, Nika broke free somehow and attacked me again. I took the first thing I had him by my hand and tried to defend myself, and she died. I never wanted that. Miss Lilia, please calm down. Your story is backed by Nika's blood sample analysis. It's not enough, I'm afraid. I searched Frugel's office. I found his research papers, test results, and patient reports. He can't get away with this. Nika was drugged. What Miss Lilia did was self-defense. That's some questionable self-defense, but I guess it could work if she gets a decent attorney. The legal system. So long as you have the right people. I barely carried Nika's body to the elevator. I've thrown away the statuette with garbage. It was naive of me to think it's enough to be free of suspicions. Well, if it wasn't for me, nobody would ever know. Yeah, I get it. We are incompetent. You are the top dog around. Ugh. Do I have to work all night again? Interrogations, case files, reports. He's not happy about being second fiddle. Anyway, Miss Lilia, I'm afraid I have to detain you. Self-defense is one thing, but keeping a person in captivity and hiding the evidence are both criminal offenses. Hire a good attorney and hope for a suspended sentence. And yes, Adam, you have to be interrogated as well. We have a lot of work to do.
I'll be put in jail, but this hell is not over yet. My research is nothing. Drugs don't work on other patients. Something else causes the brain activity. Think about your mistakes, Adam Trust. Take him away.
Wow.
Adam, don't listen to him. He's desperate. Life's work is
Well,
a career.
he's hinting that there's other shit at play here. So, yeah, there's an alternative ending, no doubt. Like, I've seen a little bit of the achievement, so I know that there's two endings. The Frugel is one nasty bastard. Good thing he's going to jail. Nothing would have happened if not for him. I hope you don't trust his words. Thought about it. There were no mistakes in my investigation. Unless this house is actually inhabited by demons. Whoa, scary. Same chance as aliens setting their base on the house. Enough sad talk. We have a lot of cake to eat. Adam, dear, please cut everyone a piece. Uh-oh. That's not good. I think I got a bad ending. See you next time. Yeah. I'm gonna have to definitely check that that other pathway that I thought of. Let's see here. Load. Let's see. Alright. That was the one there. Make sure that's pressed. Now nobody will get hurt. I'm gonna have to go into the house before I go and grab the gas. That is my guess. I've spent way too much time inside. I'm not going back. Huh? Huh.
Nope.
Maybe this isn't the junction point of actually getting the correct ending. Huh. I think it's not dangerous anymore. Actually, wait. I wonder if not actually loading that up. Like, I didn't have that activated, I don't think. Let's see. Is it possible to re-click it? Okay. The save is right before I activated it. Just wanted to double check that. And let's see if anything actually happens differently if I don't press that. Let's go here. Otherwise, I think I'm going to have to be a bad, bad boy. Face to face.
Good.
Good, it's time to burn the damned house.
Wait, what do you...
What are you going to do? Okay, monsters on attack. Have a chainsaw. I can hold them. Drop the chainsaw, Alex. Convince him. I wonder if I have to just be bad to, like, everyone.
I'll cut you to pieces!
You left me no choice. Huh. No, it's gotta be something else. I wonder if it was possible to actually not pick up the chainsaw. I wonder if I could just... Yeah, that doesn't work. I can't actually do that like I thought. Huh. There's gotta be something. Oh! Oh, I know what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong. I have to go get the fuse before I do this stuff here. Okay. Because I did light that fire and it would have set off the alarm. That's what I did wrong. Okay. Alright, to give that. Neat Nick. Alright. Phone 999. Call them up. Look for Neat Nick. Got the key. All right. I did it in the proper order this time. This should definitely change a few things. Now nobody will get hurt. All right. recognized what I'd messed up. Alright. Do that. Now the whole fire alarm system should be going off, I believe. And we toss that over here. Bam! At least I hope people are like an alarm system went off and like people were getting ushered out. Double checking here real quick. Alright. Nothing of note. And is there anything different going on over here? No. Huh.
No.
It would be nice if I could do that. Actually, I wonder. There's one other thing I wanted to check. I wonder if I can actually make use of the chainsaw outside of having it there.
Nope. No.
It would have been nice. Something tells me I'm not actually going to be changing anything with this. It's got to involve multiple choices throughout the game.
Good.
And if that's the case, I'm gonna have to go through rapid fire being an asshole
What are
the
you
whole
going
way.
to do? I'll cut you to pieces.
Huh. The only other thing I could think of potentially is I didn't call on the phone. All right. My calls will only make Mom worry. Voicemail. Get back to you. I need help. There are monsters here. Yeah, he hung up. All operators of hell are currently busy. Okay, I guess I am going to have to actually do that. Yeah. Let's see. am gonna have to actually go through with the different choices.
Until
It should be a little bit faster this time through, though. Skipping all the text.
I'll tell you everything. I'm so sick.
Come on. It's time to be an evil guy. Consequences matter. The best way to draw out the evil of the house is to be the ultimate of evil. At the very least, I think that's a starting point for getting things happen differently. Alright, let's see here. Did you expect the art of borscht or something? Never took you for a borscht artist. Alright. Elevator's not gonna work. You need the crowbar. Yeah. Not a fan. Just kill the spider. Do you think his family's gonna get revenge? Yeah, I'm gonna kill the spider this time. Squish. Violence is not the answer, it's the solution. What the hell? Oh, that's a bird. I didn't even notice that the first time, I don't think. That bird died hitting the window. I would have... Oh. I can still grab it even though it's not useful anymore. Yeah. Gotta get her to give me advice on how to take care of the puzzle. And it should be a lot faster to do this time, since I definitely was doing things the wrong way. Green was this one. Yep, fuse blue. Now give me my crowbar. Give me the crowbar, man. That hand is still ridiculously large. Alright, time for my descent to hell, even though I'm going up in the elevator.
The fourth song is over. This ride's taken a while. Huh. Wait. What's going on? I should
Way too high up. Way too high up.
No connection.
Yep.
In the elevator.
Time for the psychedelic trance moment. For those who skipped the first video, like, basically he snitched on the cops about these two neighbors, and they wanted to play a prank on him because he likes horror movies. It worked. Definitely freaked him out, but something else was fraying at his mind too. should just do that.
Holy crap!
No one will ever notice that I got rid of that. Most of them were just intentionally doing it anyways. Alright. Basic reaction time puzzles here. Yep. Time to get back in the elevator. It's probably a trash can lid I was holding, not a shield.
What's going on? Those goddamn...
Yeah. He assumes he passed out. He probably didn't pass out. This is where they're talking about all the pranks they're gonna do to him. They're gonna scream out when she takes him to the side, like make us think that some crappy, creepy stuff. Oh! Yeah. Hi, Senna. Is the point system working? I haven't actually bothered to take a look, but I think it should be active right now. What? You're not getting any L's or anything for watching me right now? I might have to double check that. Hello, Alex. Do you remember my prescriptions? To get a hold of yourself, to keep your mind under control, you have to solve puzzles, crosswords, and things like that. It will also help with your migraine, make your brain work, and of course, remember to take your pills. I'm looking forward to your next visit. Until then. He didn't let me say a word. Oh! That was the call I couldn't actually get last time. Heh. I wonder if I can actually do the spider thing. Get him! He was the one who killed me. What the hell is going on here? Oh, so the spider snitched on me because I killed him. Last time I did it, the spider came at the end to save me. Alright. Yeah, Masha definitely looks a little creepier. Let's see here. First rule of horrors. Let's see. You always told me, piss off. Massage my back. Let's have some dinner and talk about it. She ran up the stairs. Yeah, that's a very skeptical moment. All right, let's lock her in there. All right, insulating tape. Anything in the pot?
Hey.
Speed running now. Oh, I can. All right, let's pick up the spoke. Let's clear the way. Why bother with the little things? Yeah. Let's see what's in here. Oh yeah, this is the bug spray that'll knock her out. But I'm not doing that. Yeah. probably needed to actually call up Nika's parents. I almost forgot to do that. Come on, pick up the phone. Alright. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm dead. I messed up. I shouldn't have even bothered to put her in there.
Nope.
Wait.
Nope.
Yeah, I have to actually reload a save. Fuck. Fuckity fuck. I screwed myself already. Ah, fuck. I have to actually go back to the fucking main menu because I messed up. Damn it. Can't believe I did that.
Criminals often try to justify themselves until...
I should probably do like a save on each floor to make sure I don't make that mistake again.
I'm so...
There's no quick way to get past this. Though I should be able to skip some of the stuff, knowing what stuff I need to actually like take into account. Alright, let's give this a try. Alright, attempt 2, like, being a bad person. Alright. Breath of fresh air. Alright, let's see. Alright, I need to check the first one. Alright, now that I know she can do that, call the elevator. Elevator doesn't work. Kill the spider. Why does my finger have an angry mark on it? Questions for another time. Questions for another time. Alright. Let's see here. Red goes there. Yellow. Oh wait, no. White. No. Got it. Blue goes there. Blue goes there. I don't know what I was doing. Alright. Give me my crowbar. I'll be glad when I'm done with this elevator. Having said that, like, I do hope that my thoughts on like getting the other ending are correct with this.
This ride's taken a while. Huh. Wait.
If not,
What's going on?
I'll have to just take a look at it elsewhere. Another way.
No connection. Wait, I'm in the elevator.
Go on. I thought of like the plaid. I thought of the plaid joke from Spaceballs the first time I went up this elevator. But I suppose it's time for some good old laser deflection here with my non-mirror shield.
Holy crap!
Alright, we'll do that. Oh wait, is this actually a different order for the eyes? Yeah, it's a different eye order. It's probably because I walked over a bit before I started. I guess that would make sense. I'm gonna remember to do a save when I get to the next floor so that I don't mess up again.
What's going on? Those goddamn...
Alright. Bad dream. It's gonna be a bad dream for everyone. Go on. Yeah, you heard the screams of those guys. And now I'll get the call from Dr. Frugel, who's going to tell me I need to do puzzles and whatnot. To keep from the hallucinations and whatnot. Call the parents.
Damn.
Subscriber's not available. Call it. Okay. Before I forget. Oh wait, that's actually a save I probably want to keep. Okay, I'll keep those other two saves. Because I remember what they were. Alright. Let's do the spider hallucinations. You're not going to get me, spider. I don't know why I'm bothering to actually do this. I don't need the bug spray. It's not like I'm going to keep it when I go to the next floor anyways. Sharp spoke can be useful for defense or offense. Alright, let's see here. Where's my tape at? Insulating tape. Cover the peephole. And now I've got my weapon for dealing with Psycho. Just clear the ways, why bother? Alright, we'll talk to her. Like, she's not gonna believe me about the monsters. Ran up the stairs. Give me a few minutes to look around, and I'm just gonna stab her. Maybe there's another way, but hit Masha. Oh, I think every time I'm doing the bad thing, maybe it'll be double checking. Damn, what have I done? Hey, you bastards, is that what you wanted? I'm sure she was a monster in disguise. You've done the right thing. Attack first before it's late. What have you done? It's Masha. What'd she do to this? Even if monsters were controlling her. Well, I'm gonna feel like a bad person before this is over. And I'm someone who actually went genocide in in Undertale. Alright, here's our new house. Not a pet house. Oh, yeah, this was back when she was seeing the hallucinations at first, and he wasn't. But he wanted to say she didn't. Yeah. Little Popper's no longer there anymore. Let's see here. Sneakers. Migraine pills aren't helping me, but at least jars have a nice cool design. I wasn't even fucking taking the pills.
Holy crap!
That's part of why it wasn't fucking working on me. Alright. Yeah, let's save here. What was the stuff over here again? Oh, it's these guys. Dressed up and all that. Hey, there's my sword. They're intimidating me because I snitched on the police to them. Yeah, my elevator's about to disappear on me. Yeah, too realistic to be a prank. Let's see what happens when I go in here again. It's been almost a week, so
Holy
can't
crap.
remember. Oh, wait, loop. Yeah, it's gonna keep on looping.
Holy crap!
Unless I go backwards. This is definitely my door. Does it just loop in here? Yep. I'm just gonna have to call 666. Tell them I'm not ready to give up. Because otherwise I'm gonna die. No, I don't want my journey to end. So they sent me an elevator. I wonder why that project ID thing is there. Maybe an update bug.
Are you making fun of me, officer? I would. So what? Send.
Further away from home, chapter 2.
Ah!
Yep, time to defuse a bomb. Don't you all wish you could be as good as me at defusing bombs? Okay. Cut the wires of the same color. Boom. Green wires, pink wire, dark blue wire. Simple matching game. Let's see here. Shut that off. Yep. Bomb defusing has never been that easy. It's almost as if I actually did that puzzle before. So I knew everything that was coming up. Alright. Phone's flashlight. Oh, yeah. I should probably update my save. So I don't accidentally lock myself out of crap again. Alright, let's see. Oh, yeah. I forgot that pathway actually killed. It's bolted to the floor, so nobody could steal it, apparently. You can expect pretty much anything from the neighbors. Says the elevator is broken, do not enter. If I see the sign, do not enter, I will not. But if I can't see the sign, oh, yeah, I remember that. Alright, let's grab that. Oh, wait, I need solvent. Alright, let's kill those things so I can advance. Alright, I'll grab a flower. Yeah. Pass notes with the other me. Let's see here. Actually, wait.
No.
I thought I could actually throw it at that. Like my first playthrough, I was considering it, but I decided not to.
Damn.
Let's see here. Let's see what's here. Okay. I suppose the right and proper thing is to just beat her with the board. If you have a weapon in your hands, it would be shame not to use this on. Fear me, monsters. You don't know who is a monster. Ah, anyone who is in my way is a monster at this point. Because I already saw the effects of the good ending. Maybe there's another way. Do you want to hit the ground? Oh, it really is actually warning me every time. I'm starting to enjoy it. Attaboy, we're getting out of here, man. Oh my god. I'm getting more deranged. I'm becoming evil. Let's see here. Spawn and talk to him. Oh wait, I should have tried the keys.
Darn.
Alright, this is the part where I'm going to pass the notes, learn the location of the key. Alright, let's do this. Other me, please tell me where the key is under the rug. And I'll try not to seem surprised when I know it's under the rug. Alright. Lay a trap. Sticky wood.
Nope.
Yeah. Gonna be a Fido of Doom going after me. Actually, wait. That was Kate's father, I'm guessing. Now that I think about it. Considering the contents of that room. Alright. Or maybe it wasn't the contents of the room. Okay. I gotta survive this. Nah. Hands everywhere. I'm not crazy. You're yeah, this real ID stuff wasn't showing up everywhere before. There had to have been an update that accidentally messed something up. Alright. Yep. Oh, 99999. New number 99999. Please leave your message after the signal, or even better, visit my clinic to meet me in person. Huh. I actually wonder. I should probably put a note down for that. Keep that last save and see about calling him before I do the gasoline thing. Maybe that'll have something. Okay, let's see here. Alright, let's see. Square. Square. I went the wrong way. Doing things the hard way. Oh, what was the point of this medallion again? Oh yeah. It was the code for the elevator. I remember. And I didn't make use of the flower to help the woman, so there's that. Put that in there. Okay, let's see here. And we need yellow, blue, cyan, red, green. Alright. We're quickly catching up to where we were. All I had to do was skip a whole bunch of text to get here faster. And save every floor so that I don't make mistakes.
I think I get why Nika's parents hired me. 5. I have to... But...
These guys aren't going to say anything. But I need to find the candlestick here. Talk to them. They're just gonna tell me that they actually got along well and whatnot. Alright, let's see. Actually, alright. Man cutting meat. Huh.
Knowing this... all evil.
All evil is done by human hands. So I'm not so sure about that. There are aspects that lead me to wonder on that. Okay, that's Kate's actual thing. Some blood, someone was injured, it's fresh. Key. Yeah, it's that's actually definitely different. She was not there this time, so let's see what the papers say. Got that down. The meds are a last resort medication. Okay. Let's see here. What was the combination? 1309. 1204. Alright. This is the part where Nika's going over the fact that she knows something suspicious is going on. Alright. Oh! This is actually interesting. Yeah, this is definitely a very big difference here. We never could actually enter this room before on the last playthrough, so this is definitely new. This is not Mika. Who is it and what's she doing here? Okay, this is new dialogue. Miss, are you alright? Please wake up. What? Where am I? Who are you? My name is Adam Trust, a detective. I'm investigating the disappearance of Nika Cortez. What's your name? How did you end up here? Nika is missing? I thought she went back to the parents. Let's see. She doesn't remember anything about talking to Alex. Let's see. I saw Alex by the door. We talked. What were you talking about? Alex told me some monsters. He was nervous and agitated. He didn't seem to hear me. His answers were out of place. Are you alright? I saw blood by the door. Do you need medical attention? Alright. I could take you to the hospital. No, please. No hospitals. Can I leave? I don't want to answer any more questions. You're not the police. You have no right to interrogate me.
Masha, please. Stay calm. You don't...
Let me... Yeah, she's going to have to undress for the checkup. This is... Oh, God. Yeah, it's definitely different this time. You were lucky. You missed your vitals. It's just a big scratch. I've put on a bandage. Now all you need is at least a few days of rest. Thanks, Adam. I was so afraid. I think I've passed out. Did Alex do that to you? Did he try to kill you? Yes, it was him, screaming that I'm a monster. There's something wrong with Alex. You have to find him as soon as possible. Masha, please don't cry. It's alright. Everything will be fine. I never expected that from Alex. I was so afraid. Oh, he married her in the ending. Because I wanted to go on the date with her. I remember. Huh. Heh.
Masha, huh? Why did Alex try...
I could have actually, I decided not to invite her out for dinner this time. Yeah. Okay. And all this time, he's still in the elevator. The hope to get out the way I got in was pretty slim. Yeah, let's do a save again. Maka, are you alive? You tried to kill me, you bastard! You should be thankful I'm not filing a report to the police. You should be thankful you missed and just scratched me. What the hell? Get the hell away from me, you goddamn lunatic. I was just afraid you're one of those monsters. I wanted to be careful. Come close to me again and I'm calling the police. Yeah. Alright. I need to get the board over here. Almost without electricity. Not gonna handle that thing barehanded. Looks like I'm just gonna make him angry. It's so painful you should avoid using brute force. It's a cruel world, boy. Kill or be killed. Kill or be eaten. Yeah, I need to get a better weapon. Liger. Oh, the cops are coming after me. The cops are coming after me. Get them off. They're beating me up. Alright. Scotch tape's useful. Give me the firework. High five. Guess I should check. Oh. Depression over the doggo. Alright. Let's... Yeah. Poor guy misses his dog. Oh. Oh, yeah, I know what I need that for. Gloves. Let's take back that wooden plank and make something dangerous. I remember this weapon. I didn't get to use it before. But now, it's brutalizing time. I am so bad. I half suspect that, like, you gotta do, like, a bit of both for the other ending, maybe. We'll find out. Oh, God. I forgot about the drills of doom. Oh. And I took my hand off the mouse and I regretted it. I misclicked, put my hand back on the mouse. Good thing the auto save is so good. Alright. Yeah. Point, point, point. I'm at the safe zone. So I probably don't need 5 million saves, actually. I'll put these papers here, that mustache guy. Like, they're talking about Bennett, the guy who went in my nuts before. Cleaning lady's not going to be happy with me because I beat the crap out of her before. But I am going to refresh my save. Let's see here. Get the hell away from me. I'm calling the police. You're lucky I only had a slight concussion. I bet you're beating Nika as well. Drinking too much coffee. Coffee's walking everywhere. An identikit of the killer. Some of the papers look like me, some don't. The badge says Jenny Ribbles. Looks like a cleaning lady too. At least she's got her father's genes. Let's see here. I probably do need to call her. 678 876. We'll give this a try. Actually, wait. Hold up a moment. Before I ended up doing that. Oh God. I think I borked. The game borked on me. I'm gonna have to close it and reopen it. Gotta love that. Before I ended up calling her and checking the thing, I was gonna actually see if there was a talk dialogue option. Alright. Okay, yeah. Yeah, they actually don't allow that. Okay. I tried. Let's see, 678 876. Probably not nearly as entertaining going after a specific ending as I would checking some other stuff. I should double check to see if I triggered the talk cutscene for this. Okay, I didn't. Get rid of the grime.
Holy crap!
Oh yeah. This was just another one of the elevator escape sequences. But yeah, there was no attacking or anything involved here, so back on the elevator. Oh yeah, I remember this one. This is where she's actually... Oh! This is where she's planting Nikki into the elevator. I know what's going on here. While usually I advocated the brute force approach, it's not the case for animals. Even if I'm a devil, I have my standards. Let's see here. In other words, I can't actually do that. Can I actually go that? Not without opening that. I just like naturally did that one beforehand. Alright. Okay. Got this. Oh, yeah. I remember this puzzle. Let's see. I don't remember the exact solution. Let's see here. Huge round watermelon. Exactly for this postcard. Oh, wait. Green, red, and blue. Okay. Let's see. Red triangle. Big round lake. Square with yellow. Round with green. All right. Ah. Red triangle. Round with green. Square with yellow. And red triangle. Oh, I know we had that. Big round lake. Yeah, there we go. I probably have to not be in front of it. And the other key's back over here. There is no getting around these doggos without being nice to them, I don't think. Don't worry, they don't bite. They're just playing.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, I guess I just have to actually. Such cute doggos. They look hungry. Is there really no, Yeah, I'm guessing there is just no brood elements for dogs, which save that for humans, I guess. Let's see, Lilia. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there definitely isn't any, Yeah, there's definitely a problem here. That text just keeps on popping up. All right, let's open up the book. All right. And there's nothing else of note in here, so let's move on. Ah. I'm gonna need to get that eyeball back. Probably. I remember this. It's the hallway of endless mirages. You want the elevator? You almost got it. Oh, there's your elevator. No, it's gone. Try again. You can do it, Alex. You can get to the elevator. Ah, there's your elevator, Alex. Denied. It goes on just long enough to frustrate you and make you wonder about things. Like, it's taking extra long to get to the elevator this time. Now I can't go backwards. Ah, there's a into the hallway. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Like his and Lilia's apartment together. Alright. Diary. Yeah. Jack's bowl, never managed to throw it away. It's a collector's new victims, apartment number 75, mass suicide. Don't forget to ask for a discount. Actually, wait a sec. I should have double checked to see if there was a way to go to the right there. I should load up that save just in case. I don't think there was, but since I'm trying to actually find something I'm missing, that might be important. Oh shit. There's the corpse. The worst part is I can't open up the menu willy-nilly. I have to actually be out of a fucking talk dialogues and whatnot. Alright, let's load that back up. Okay. Check the diary. No, I can't actually do that. Okay. I guess we could just load up that quick save. Which is obviously gonna actually make me have to go through the cutscene of checking for her body again. Well, call the police. And this girl, for those just tuning in, she's been missing for a week. Alright. Let's go ahead and save over that. Check to see if there's anything else, because I know after I inspect her, nothing else is allowed. There's the beads. Yeah, she got dragged in there. necessary to drag it and leave traces everywhere, which, considering you know the culprit, that makes a lot of sense. Alright. Hello, Mr. Culprit, Mrs. Culprit. Yeah. Everyone blames Alex, but I know better. Yep.
Come, Miss Lily.
Yeah. She can't move out of the apartment because the accident left her paralyzed. Of course, playing through the game, I know that there was an attempt on her life when she was pretending to be another girl, so the attempt was supposed to be on the other girl's life. Ooh. You know, I called him first, and I'll go without prior notice this time. So we'll see if that makes any difference in what I find. Because he'll have less time to actually hide stuff if he doesn't know that I'm going along. Yeah. All those eyeballs. Think of all the Monster Energy drinks in there. Yep, that's the secret ingredient to Monster Energy drink. Crushed green glowy eyeballs. Thanks for your help. Okay. Kate's been investigating her father's disappearance. And that's why she lives here, even though she's kind of going crazy like everyone else. Alright, let's make that save. She got a spiked bat. She's got the Dr. Frugal pills, just like everyone else, because she's a guinea pig there. Yeah. And that's the medallion from the puzzle before. So they're verifying that it was most likely him that I ended up killing to rip out his heart and whatnot. But since no one else ever saw that body, it could have been partly part of my dreams and whatnot. Tactile hallucinations. Alright. Yep. And time to jump out the window. Frugal.
Frugela's clinic. That is. Good evening.
Alright, time to go bother the doctor. Oh, wait. Please wait, Mr. Trust. Damn, Dr. Frugal is Detective Adam Trust is coming to you. Sorry, I couldn't stop him. Well, yeah, this is definitely different now. I can't touch his things while he's around. Alright. Doctor, I'm afraid to tell you that Nika Cortez is dead. We just found the body. The case is being investigated. Oh my god, you have my fullest assistance, detective. But please mind medical secrets. Yep. Alright. Confirm that they're both going stressful, Alex and Nika. And they both sought therapy. Checking the alibi. He went home for dinner alone, whatnot. Let's see. He's confirming that he worked on many of the inhabitants. Very vague thoughts to brain simulations there. Yeah, just experiments. He's not outright saying they're experiments, though. And he was called out on things being his patients committing crimes. And now he gets to go away. Like, I'm assuming he didn't actually fade into smoke. But yeah. Let's see if there's actually any other evidence. Since I didn't actually give him pre-warning. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, this confirms all the patients in that house. And he's given them unique drugs and special brain simulations therapy. Like, it's increasing the amount of, like, thinking ability they have, but they're also having hallucinations and whatnot. But these hallucinations also involve feeling things that aren't there. It also showed he has a daughter. Let's see, 1408. And his daughter's got some issues. I think she's involved somehow, but like I didn't actually see it the first time. Let's see. Boom. I'm assuming this is where the big difference is going to be. Either that or it was one of the... Yeah, good thing I didn't warn him about the visit. A lot of levers, medications, therapy chests. Alright. Actually, I wonder if there was actually an email and I just zipped past it. I don't think so. Alright, let's see here. Drip solutions, various kinds of psychotropics, some labels never seen before. Blood in the sink. Alright, blood sample. Yeah, I don't think I actually got anything different from there. So I'm guessing the big difference is...
I can't accuse Freudian.
I suppose at the end, Misha's not going to come out to try to, like, talk with me through everything. Because she got stabbed this time. So I think that's going to be the main big difference in the ending. Alright. Alright. So, we're at the finale, and if anything, this is gonna have a lot of things different.
Ah!
This is the Robin guy from earlier. He kind of offed himself. 6897. Nine seven. Unfortunately, I have to actually grab that, so I couldn't see if about like doing non-chainsaw stuff. Yeah, he doesn't want to go back in. Alright. 999. Let's get that key. I'm from Neat Neck, guy. Alright. Alright, the control room. Like, this is where I normally would learn that the fire alarm systems have actually been turned off. And there's a broken fuse for right here, but I'll make a hard save here and not open it at all. Oh no, it's a meatball. Alright. Let's resolve this real quick. Mr. Meatball's gonna get fried. Enjoy the show. But first, he needs a bath. Holy baptism and preparation for the judgment of the gods. Lord Zeus, grant me strength so that I might smite mine enemies. It felt good knowing that that was going to happen. I suppose I could actually do that. Well, we'll find out if there's any difference involved. Hey, Misha's not gonna try to get in the way. She might not even be married to Alex later on, too. Because I didn't actually go through with that.
Good. It's time to burn this damn
Yeah,
house.
time to burn the house down. That's the big game plan. And if you went through anything like he did,
Wait,
you'd probably
what are
be
you going
like
to do?
wanting the same thing. Okay, monsters are on the attack. I have a chainsaw. I can hold them back. Drop the chainsaw, Alex. Don't make it work for yourself. Damn, Alex is out of his mind. Maybe I can convince him to stop. Maybe he can recognize me. Wait. Why would she be doing that? Only making it worse for yourself.
I'll cut you to pieces.
There's definitely something this should be of note. Like, it doesn't look like the fuse thing actually matters. There's got to be something I'm overlooking. No, I've been working the whole night, you know. Huh. Could you bring me the tablecloth? Alright. I need to think. What would actually be able to cause a change in this scenario? Okay, I need to verify that. Now that I know that, I can change that over. Adam, what took you so long? Did you forget? Here's Kate, just in time. Oh, and Alex isn't there at all. I think we need to have another trip together. So yeah, I got killed in that one. So I guess being a bad person gets me shot. Alright, Adam, thank you once more. Everyone thought that Alex murdered Nika except you. His sentence would have been far worse if not for your work. Attempted arson, hooliganism, causing minor bodily harm are not that bad in comparison. I forgive him, still I had to report him to police. I was lucky that Spoke missed my vitals. 1 centimeter to the side and we would not be talking right now. I understand. Alex deserved his punishment. I'm texting him. He's doing fine as you can be in the prison. If you don't mind, we'll be attending your next anniversary. Anyone could make a mistake. You're free to visit us. I wouldn't count him out just yet. His actions are not entirely his fault. Frugel is also responsible for it. You know, you never told me how the hell did you manage all this. I think I'm ready to hear. Tell me. I think knowing the truth is for the best. Especially if it's told by the best detective in the country. Okay, Kate. Enough of your flattery. I was just doing my job. So that's how it was. We secured the girl, kept screaming like crazy. Monsters, monsters, let me free. She even bit one of our guys. Narcology experts are trying to bring her together. Needs to verify his theory. Huh. Alright. So he's gonna verify that he suspected Lily was the one involved from the beginning. It's probably because, like, the corpse was dragged into the elevator. Very strong sleeping pill. She was once a model. Magazine clippings, and then, like, this is where the statue was. And he noticed that, like, there's, like, no dust where the statue was, but there was dust, like, surrounding where it would be. Like, scratches on the windowsill, confirmed. How can she take care of them when they're conditioned? Yeah. Her boss is one of those ones that won't allow swapping, so, like, fake ID to, like, her coworker stuff. Let's see. Yep. The table is a sign of a struggle. And now he's, like, assuring them that he understands what happened, so. So he brought her in, and she told everything that happened. Let's see, check the folder in my desk. Expert said Alex is sane, so these test analysis won't matter. It will matter for the picture of the case. Adam, I know you're my friend. Alright, let's see if there's any actual differences in this section. There's gotta be. So I'll try to be a little bit careful about going through all the stuff. Alright. Huh? Okay. Nothing new so far. Everything will be alright. Your story will help punish the real murderer. What if they don't trust me? It's not just your words. I have evidence to back it up. You'll be fine. Thanks, Adama. Alright. Mr. Policeman. Fugel's in the interrogation room. He threatens to complain to the president himself. My partner will deal with him. And for you, young lady, I'd like to hear your story. Lilia, don't be afraid. Everything will be fine. You just need a good lawyer and everything will be self-defense. But yeah, Frugel was gonna have her assassinated, but, like, the swap happened. Hallucinations. Attacked Lilia. Knocked her out. So she was kept hostage and fed and tried to keep her like to her senses. But when she broke free again, she accidentally got killed. That's some questionable self-defense. Let's see. You have to be interrogated as well.
I'll be put in jail, but this hell is not over yet. My research is nothing. Drugs don't work on other patients. Something else causes the brain activity. Think about... Thank you. Adam, don't listen to him. He's dead.
Yeah, something else causes the brain activity. Like, it makes me think I'm overlooking something. Like, there was no mistakes in my investigation unless the house really is inhabited by monsters. And he's gonna see all the eyes appear. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna... I should probably look it up real quick. Because quite clearly, there's probably something else. Like, view achievements. Huh. Alright. I should look it up real quick. Let's see, library. I'm assuming the community hub is going to be able to have some answers on this. Let's see, discussions. Rather than search around forever for it, I should do this. Let's see here. That's not doing anything there. First blood. Butterfly effect. Let's see. Okay, that's just the prologue shit. Fuck. Huh. Would be nice. Let's see here. Suppose I'm gonna have to actually look There's gotta be something else up there. Road to the good ending. Maybe that was just 2 endings. Actually, that might just be it. Red button, the sign can't stop me because I can't read. May the force be with you. Let the monster survive the mob's attack. Huh. Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably just gonna be it. Huh. I'll be. Guides, unless there's a guide. I'll walk through. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's just showing the elevator bomb puzzle. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume. Like, I'll look into it later to see if there is any like other stuff, but I think there's just the good and the bad ending there. But I'll double check off stream rather than looking on stream forever. But I think I'll set up a schedule to start streaming at a regular time for anyone watching. And if I can get my Switch set up to work through the capture card I have, I might do some Metroid Dread tomorrow. Or I'll see about another Halloween-ish themed game, since I plan to do a bunch of those. So look forward to me actually having a set streaming schedule soon. I've been rather slacking on that, but I hope so. And what do you got for me, Senna? What do you got for me? This is gonna be good. What can I do a bunch, Senna? I don't think I could do your butt on stream. That this is definitely not the site for that. Definitely not the site for that. But I appreciate the offer. But yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll be streaming tomorrow at like 4-ish my time, which is like 3 hours 20 minutes ago, I'll put it up in an actual schedule thing. I'll be a little bit more professional about this. And you said the like points thing wasn't working, right? Like I'll have to take a look into that and see if I can get that set up. Or maybe it's something I have to like open up. Actually, come to think of it, let's go over to Twitch real quick. Viewer rewards, extensions, my extensions. Huh. This should be on. Unless it just doesn't work until I'm affiliate level. Huh. I'll look into that more when I'm fiddling with stuff. But, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, you enjoyed what I did today. Hopefully I'm really hoping I wasn't that boring when I was, like, rushing through to try to get a different ending. I tried. I don't know if I succeeded. I'll have to double check my own video. I'm never alright. You make me feel very good, Senna. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. Let's see here. Let's see if I could do this. Like, one sec. Let's see here. Check this out real quick. Let's do. All right. Let's see if this actually works. Boom. Let's see if that does it. Visit the achievement page on your dashboard. What's the achievement page on my dashboard? Settings, content, community, insight, achievements. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I can actually do it just yet. I tried to VIP you, and it just said I can't do it. So I assume I have to get affiliate level. So at 5 more follows, I'll yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, I'll see you tomorrow, Senna. Thanks for watching. Peace.